Hey there, today I'm going to be talking to you about Google Forms. So you might have noticed that the Google Forms layout has changed. It used to look like this, but now it looks like this. However, keep in mind that you can still go back to the old layout by clicking on the man in the bottom left-hand corner that looks like he's running away from the new Google Forms. If I hover over him, he says back to the old Google Forms, and it'll take you right back here. Now I want to let you know, the new layout is much more intuitive than the old one. In fact, I think I like it a little bit better. For example, adding a question, it's right there on the screen now. If I hover over this little button right here that says add question, I click on it and it adds a question. I can add multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down, short answer, paragraph, linear scale, multiple choice grid, date and time, just like I could on the old one. I can still delete, I can still duplicate, and I can still make a question required. It's up to you, but nothing has changed as far as the questioning type. I can also still add a title and description, like I have over here on my original one, which I created on the original version. I can add images, which would be great for Soapstone. And I can add videos, which might be great for a listening activity, pulling out bits of information from a video. I can add sections if I want a math section on algebraic expressions, another one on linear equations, whatever you need. I still have my add-ons. I can still change my color palette, except I have a lot more options now. And I can still add themes. You'll note that the themes are categorized, work and school, illustrations, etc. You'll also notice that some of these themes are moving, like this one of the cupcake with a sparkler on top, or the candles moving on this cake. The balloons are moving here. But the thing is that when I select that theme, it actually stops moving. So you'll notice that the flames aren't moving anymore. And when I preview, the flames aren't moving either. You can also still play with the settings and have the form automatically collect the student's information, their email address. You can set it so that only one person can, or it'll collect only one response per login. You can send confirmation pages. You can send a link to another response to be able to edit their responses, to see a summary of their responses, as well as showing a progress bar and shuffling the order of the questions. You can still send it to responders, include the form in an email, send links, post your link, okay? And I can still make a copy, move it to the trash, print it up. Something that's really cool and is easy to find now is this responses tab. I know right off the bat that I have 99 responses, which I would have known here too because it would have shown it up here. Okay, but something you may not have known is that you can see a summary of the responses. Before you could as well, but it was a little bit harder to understand or to find. Okay, it wasn't right there in your face. And when I look at the summary of responses, I can see that on my first question, 99% of my students answered false and 1% answered true. Okay, when I looked at it on the old form, a little bit different, but just the same. Now it's contained all on a single page. I can still accept or not accept responses. And I can see individual responses as well. And I can scroll in between each of these individual responses. Now you'll notice that there's no name up here, and that's because I actually put the name on the bottom. Since I shuffled the order of the questions, it didn't matter where I put my name. I can print the answers, and I can delete responses as well. And just like the old form, I can still go straight to a Google Sheet, and I can see all of their responses. So you'll notice that none of the features have changed, but the way that it's laid out is much more intuitive now. In fact, I like it a lot better. And hopefully you'll play with it, you'll like it too, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll use it. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching my video.